Today on People Now, Black Panther makes history with a record-breaking President's Day weekend box office.
Well, I want to go back to my favorite. Diane Keaton admits her celebrity crush. We'll tell you why he makes her swoon.
Plus, how Sally Field is hilariously trying to hook up her son with a very popular Olympic figure skater.
Then let's go out on a higher note. And she's going to lead it. It's just 8 episodes, so
Sure.
I'm looking for it. I'm going to do 4 of the 8.
Patricia Clarkson opens up about Robin Wright taking the lead for the House of Cards final season.
And Bachelor Nation, listen up.
Are we wasting time here, or is Becca the real deal to you?
Hometowns went down last night. We are working through the emotional roller coaster together with you.
Yes, all today on People Now.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Hope you enjoyed the nice long weekend. I know it was very difficult waking up this morning, but we're here for you. We're making the Tuesday return a little more bearable. Everyone, it is National Love Your Pet Day.
Aww.
Swoons. And a puppy. Okay, in honor of this very special holiday, we want to know, what's your favorite thing about your pets? It's our question of the day. You can tweet us at People using the hashtag PeopleNow. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. Just one day after hitting the red carpet at the BAFTAs, sparking some controversy for what she was wearing, Kate Middleton attended another fashionable event at Buckingham Palace on Monday evening. This time, she was co-hosting the Commonwealth Fashion Exchange reception as part of London Fashion Week. The initiative brings together designers and artisans from all 52 countries of the Commonwealth to create one-of-a-kind sustainable outfits, all of which were showcased at that reception. Famous faces like Vogue's Anna Wintour and supermodel Naomi Campbell were in attendance looking amazing, while high-profile designers like Burberry and Stella McCartney represented the UK at the event. Now, as for Kate's fashion, she opted for a black and white lace floral print dress by one of her favorite British brands, Erdem. This comes one day after the royal was criticized for walking the BAFTA red carpet in a deep green gown with a black sash after attendees were encouraged to wear all black in support of the Time's Up movement. Now stick around, because we've got royal correspondent Imogen Lloyd-Webber breaking down that controversy and more in just a little bit. But first, we move on to this.
You get to decide what kind of king you are going to be. Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
Yes, a king will rise, and Black Panther absolutely smashed box office expectations over the weekend. According to Box Office Mojo, the film delivered one of the largest opening weekends of all time and is expected to surpass $235 million for the 4-day weekend. Now, this makes Black Panther only the 5th movie to debut with over $200 million during its opening weekend, passing Jurassic World's $234.1 million gross. The film will most likely break even more records once actual numbers arrive Tuesday afternoon, possibly edging out Star Wars: Force Awakens for the top spot. Really impressive, and huge congrats to that cast and crew. They really wanted to make an incredible movie. Clearly, all that hard work really paid off. Now on to this. Patricia Clarkson is starring in the new film, The Party, that's been making waves because the entire cast was paid the exact same amounts. Clarkson is an avid supporter of the Time's Up and MeToo movement that has overtaken Hollywood. She gave us the inside scoop on how it has changed the industry.
These valiant people that have come forth and spoken, it's changed us.
Yeah.
And it is indelible. It has changed this industry. It's changed all of us in this industry to just really see laid bare the predatory behavior and the inequality. And it's just, boom, a tidal wave.
And Clarkson has been signed on for the 6th season of House of Cards. The Netflix series decided to return for a final season after the firing of Kevin Spacey for sexual assault allegations. The leading lady of the streaming show, Robin Wright, has stepped up as an executive producer and is poised to carry the story.
Robin has done a great thing in not letting the show fall apart, saying let's rethink it, let's think of the crew, let's think of the crew's families and people, everybody involved, and let's go out on a higher note. And she's going to lead it. It's just 8 episodes, so
Sure.
I'm looking for it. I'm going to do 4 of the 8. And I think it's going to be some wing-dingy stuff.
Wing-dingy. There's the headline.
That's a new word.
Also,
My
next,
wing-dingy.
yeah, next
House of Cards.
Wing-dingy. Oh, it's going to be great. She is so passionate about every role that she has, and she's so fun to talk to her about.
All right, let's check in on our question of the day. It is National Love Your Pet Day. Woo woo! We want to know what's your favorite thing about your pet.
J.N. Bankston says, I love that my dog hugs me every morning the moment I get out of bed.
Ew, it's like actually hug, because then it reminds me of the hugging dog, Lou Bettina, who we had on the show.
And you are Lou Bettina's #1 fan for that reason.
I love puppies.
And guys, also some other news here. Robin Roberts is celebrating a big milestone today. She posted this on Twitter. Let's take a quick look at that. I believe we have it, because Robin Roberts, we remember, she went through a lot with her cancer. Robin said this, I've been waiting 174 days to say this. Good morning, America. My exact words, 5 years ago today, when I ended my medical leave and returned to GMA. What a blessing to be a messenger. And the message is, this too shall pass.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's such a great example, and man, she's been through so much and continues to really thrive, and it's great.
Yeah,
congratulations
a lot of love
to
to her for sure.
All right, keep the comments coming in. We're going to check in with you again soon, but first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, Jeremy, you know we love our celebrity crushes around here, so we're kicking off Star Treks with one A-lister's not-so-secret celebrity crush.
Well, I want to go back to my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I just had a big feeling at your party for Chris Martin.
Leave it to Diane Keaton to spill all the tea. The award-winning actress confessed that the Coldplay frontman is indeed her celebrity crush, revealing the 40-year-old stole her heart at Ellen's star-studded birthday bash. She gave the audience some behind-the-scenes details about the party, admitting that although she's a huge fan of Chris, she wasn't quite sure who he was at first.
He was with Dakota, right? They're a couple. Got it? So what I'm saying is, he's gorgeous. No, that face got better with time. I mean, he was wearing a hat like this. Oh, it was to die for.
Did you not know? Because you were talking to Dakota Johnson, and so she she's with Chris, and I heard you didn't know who he was.
I didn't. That's the other problem. I didn't know who he was, but I saw him, and I noticed that he was gorgeous. And then I had no idea until a couple days later when someone said, did you know? Yeah, how about that? How could I not have known it was him?
Oh, Diane, you gotta know your crushes. You can watch her full interview with Ellen today. Well, Kourtney Kardashian has revealed she weighs just 98 pounds and that her 8-year-old son Mason isn't far behind at 62 pounds. Now, we learned all of this from a deleted scene from this past Sunday's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, the number might be a little shocking, but let's keep in mind that Kourt is 5 feet tall. The pint-sized star, who is 38 years young, has never shied away from sharing the number on the scale with her fans or from being open about her tough workouts and strict organic diet. Now, she doesn't eat sugar, gluten, or dairy. The mom of 3 has also revealed in the past that she makes her own salad dressings and doesn't drink soda. It's very important. She also is super careful about what alcohol she drinks. Her top picks, tequila on the rocks, beer, or wine. And we say, as long as she's healthy, we think she looks great. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, let's talk about this. Teen Mom 2 star Janelle Evans admitted that she used drugs while pregnant with her daughter Ensley.
Yeah, Evans appeared on Vince Russo's The Brand podcast last week and revealed that she tested positive for THC after giving birth to her daughter last year.
Now, the reality star says that she was in the hospital when she was asked if she smoked while she was pregnant. She responded saying that she had smoked within the last 30 days because she had really bad esophageal spasms and was throwing up every 5 minutes and couldn't even eat.
Yeah, it's intense. The hospital said that some moms do that and they're not there to judge.
All right, Evans also reveals that Child Protective Services stopped by to do a wellness check since she tested positive, but that the case is now closed and everything is fine.
Yeah, and the Teen Mom star also revealed that this isn't the first time CPS had to check in on her home, saying that they've stopped by around 30 times in the past. Wow. Yeah, because of haters online saying that she abuses her kids.
30 times.
It's a lot, it's a lot.
Yeah, Evans has been open about her drug use in the past, saying that she once used heroin 4 or 5 times a day at her peak addiction.
Yeah, but in the podcast, she says she's no longer on drugs and wouldn't be able to take care of her kids if she were.
All right, now on to this story. Sally Field is trying to do some matchmaking.
This is amazing. So the actress is attempting to hook up her 30-year-old son, Sam Graceman, with figure skater Adam Rippon from the U.S. men's figure skating team.
Now, Adam is the first openly gay figure skater to compete at the Winter Games. He's been sort of the breakout star of Pyeongchang, not just for his skills on the ice, but for his hilarious, outspoken personality.
He's so funny, especially on Twitter. Now, Sally's son shared a screenshot on Twitter of a text that she sent him, captioning it, just some really helpful advice from my mom on how to deal with my Olympic crush.
You can see Sally's advice was, here's a quote, Sam, he's insanely pretty, find a way.
She's right, though. He is insanely pretty. She even retweeted her son's tweet, making sure to tag Rippon to be sure he gets the message and sees it.
As of right now, guys, Rippon hasn't responded. We can cut him some slack, though. It turns out he's busy being an Olympian in Pyeongchang. He's got some things to do.
No big deal. I feel like he's going to see it, though. I think this story is going to continue.
He'll at least address it, right?
Another Adam Rippon relationship that Twitter is trying to make happen is with USA skier Gus Kenworthy.
Sorry, people. The pair are just friends, if you were hoping for more.
Just friends. Rippon and Kenworthy are the only openly gay men on Team USA. But that's not what's been sparking false romance rumors. It's all the social media love that they've been giving to each other.
Yeah, all right. Kenworthy cleared things up in a sit-down with People, making it clear they are not dating. But here's his quote. He says they are friends for life.
Yeah, well, Kenworthy's actually dating actor Matthew Wilkus. He probably doesn't like all these rumors going around.
Maybe, yeah, who knows? The skier opens up about how he and Rippon's friendship began, revealing it all happened after they started following each other on Instagram.
Yeah, and Kenworthy heard that Rippon was another openly gay athlete trying to make it into the games. They just started messaging each other and rooting each other on.
Kenworthy explaining that it's a stressful time in any athlete's life, but that he and Rippon were dealing with the same pressure, so it made it really easy to connect.
Yeah, and he says when the two finally met in real life, it was, quote, like sparks flying, like instant friends, fast friends.
Yeah, he also tells People, quote, I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. I think he's so sweet, so charming. I'm very excited about our friendship.
Yeah, and it's good that they have that support for each other.
Well, and they're going through a lot of things in a similar way, and so they have that connection. They can be friends.
Yeah, you can just be friends. Everything doesn't have to be a romance.
Yeah, there you go. All right, stay with us. The Bachelor, where romance is found, is meeting the parents and bonding over taxidermy, because that's what makes relationships work. We're breaking down last night's episode, plus Oscar nominees are revealing the #1 thing they are going to do or eat after award season is over. Stick around for that.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
Well, from the red carpet to Fashion Week, Prince William and Kate have had a glamorous couple of days, but not without a little bit of controversy. Here to break down the whole thing for us is the one and only royal correspondent for us, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for being here. Now, first up, the BAFTAs. That is the British Academy Film Awards, which were held on Sunday. It's basically the British equivalent of the Oscars. Now, William and Kate walked the red carpet together. All eyes were on Kate. And maybe not for the best reasons this time around, even though she obviously looks great. But Imogen, tell us about the drama here.
So Kate, who is 7 months pregnant, looked radiant in a deep green cap-sleeved gown by Jenny Packham. She accessorized with emerald jewelry and suede Prada heels. Her ever-perfect hair was left down in a toused curls style. However, similar to the Golden Globes in January, attendees of this year's BAFTAs were encouraged to wear black in support of the Time's Up initiative. Some have charged that Kate should have participated in that statement.
It's the color of the dress, not a black dress, that's behind it. Now, I can understand how there might be a little backlash. We saw everyone from Salma Hayek, Lupita Nyong'o, Margot Robbie, Angelina Jolie, dressing to the theme. But this isn't unusual. Senior royals have traditionally stayed away from political statements.
You're absolutely right there. Senior royals are supposed to be above politics. They don't even vote and tend to stay away from hot-button issues. That being said, green is a symbol of hope for suffragettes in the UK, and emeralds signify feminine power.
There you go, so a bit of a statement.
Princess Kate also wore black accessories, including a black sash under her bust that accentuated her baby bump.
All right.
I suspect she may have been sending a message of support. Royals throughout history have used their clothes in such a way. Princess Kate has made a point to support women's issues in her royal work around mental health and motherhood.
Right, they're always out and making a difference and drawing attention to those types of issues.
Yeah.
Now, Kate wasn't going to let that get her down. Of course, she had an event to co-host the very next day. This is the Commonwealth Fashion Exchange Reception. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so you're right. On Monday evening, Kate co-hosted this reception at Buckingham Palace. Taking place during London Fashion Week, this fashion initiative saw designers and artisans from all 52 countries of the Commonwealth create one-of-a-kind sustainable outfits. All the looks were showcased at the reception.
Any big names on the guest list that we might recognize?
Some of the star-studded guests included Anna Wintour and Naomi Campbell. As far as the designers involved, you might recognize names like Burberry and Stella McCartney.
No big deal.
Yeah, those brands represented the UK at the reception. Kate herself attended the event wearing a black and white lace floral print dress by one of her favourite British designers, Erdem.
All right, now not to be outdone, Prince William's brother Harry and his gal Meghan had a fun weekend as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, not your average date night. Harry and Meghan took to London's West End on Friday night to watch a performance of Hamilton at the Victoria Palace Theatre.
Got in on the Hamilton craze.
Yeah, one of those show's cast members actually posted on Twitter about it, calling it an honour to have Harry and Meghan in the audience. The show actually makes fun of Harry's ancestor, King George III, while of course telling the story of Alexander Hamilton and the founding fathers of America.
Would have loved to have seen their face during some of those
I know.
scenes.
Just like in New York, the London performance of Hamilton is hugely popular, with seats costing up to $300. Harry and Meghan enjoyed dates at the theatre when they first began dating, but this is the first time they've stepped out for a theatre performance since they announced their engagement that we know of.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Good to see Harry and Meghan getting out for a date night. And man, the pressure to be that cast, right?
Yeah.
Their lives are definitely pretty busy these days. So busy, in fact, that the palace is actually giving Meghan a little help to manage everything.
Yeah, Meghan has been appointed a secretary to handle her schedule, as well as to take care of any correspondence she might receive. Her name is Amy Pickerel. She's formerly Kensington Palace's press officer who joined the palace after working a stint in the banking sector. Now she'll be known as Assistant Private Secretary to Prince Harry. Amy will also provide support to Meghan during her public outings and her official work.
All right, sounds like it was a fun royal
Absolutely.
weekend for all. Imogen, thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you.
For all the details.
So we are going to be mounting rats.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Are you excited?
A little terrified. Yeah.
We're each going to have a skin. I'll give you the bigger one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so basically what you want to do first is you want to put it in the face.
It's so creepy. Oh my gosh, this is some Sounds of the Lamb stuff.
At least it was like a pre-treated rat skin.
Yeah,
Nothing says I love you like a little animal stuffing, right?
Yeah,
it is hometown week, Bachelor Nation, and here to break down all the awkward meet the parents moments and Final Four contestants is season 20 Bachelor cast member Kayla Quinn. Hello, Kayla.
Hey guys.
Would you be into that date?
No, Arie's face is exactly the face I would have. Do I have to touch that?
I know. So the hometown visits start with Kendall. Then we saw that she introduces Arie to her love of taxidermy, but her sister isn't so convinced that their romantic connection will last as long as their stuffed
Not at
rats.
all.
Take a look.
So when you guys were coming in, I was like hawk watching to see the energy. It was just kind of getting a feel for little signs. And I mean, I can tell by how you were holding each other and that there's something there. But what I also got is that there is a little bit of space between you. And I don't know if it's because you guys don't know each other fully yet and you're still exploring each other, and in time it will get to that level. I'm just wondering how you feel about that.
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about that.
He's like, I don't know. I can't tell if it was.
Next question.
Was the hot seat that hot, or was the music that made it hot? I don't know. But either way, it was kind of a confrontational moment. Do you agree with the sister that there's distance between them, or what? I don't know. What do you think compared to the other women?
I think compared to the other women, there is little distance, but at the same time, I'm so proud of Kylie for speaking her mind. She really just went straight to the chase.
And someone like her, she would know. I think she sees things about her sister that he wouldn't necessarily see, and like the way she reacts around and stuff.
Yeah, now Kendall seemed a little unsure about her feelings towards Arie. Will she have enough time to get there? Because time is a ticking.
She's running out of time, yeah, exactly. I think she even said it herself, she's not even ready to be engaged, so maybe her sister sensed that hesitation.
Yeah, all right. Next, we travel to Wiener, Arkansas, where Arie and
Yeah.
Tia bond over race cars before visiting her family home. Arie has an intense convo with Tia's older brother regarding his pillow lips reputation. Take a look at this.
Heard some things about you know, you're like maybe a little bit of a playboy, you know. The rumors are out there, the kissing bandit. Is that something that I have to look forward to? How can you prove to me tonight that that's not who you are?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess like I didn't like nickname myself, but like
you choose your own nickname.
Yeah, but that was like because of the show the last time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had some good times and good years in my life where I wasn't serious and I was racing and traveling the world, but I don't feel like that's me now.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for the guy.
Emoji thumbs up for brother taking giving him some heat.
Funny. What did you think about this convo and Arie's time with Tia's tough Southern family? Is he holding up?
I think he's, kind of saying the truth. Arie has kissed a lot of people, and you know what? But it's his job. So you know, at the end of the day, Arie is in a new place, so hopefully he convinced him.
Maybe my favorite thing about it was when he sort of like gave in and like, okay, you know, you can't choose your nickname. It's like,
yeah,
it sort of became such an easy out for him.
Like he named himself that.
Yeah, right, but deserving of the title.
Yeah.
From Arkansas, Arie heads to Minneapolis, where he goes apple picking with Becca K and meets her close-knit family, including protective Uncle Gary. Check this out.
You know, with her dad dying of a horrible, you know, brain tumor. Her mom, Jill's had breast cancer. But we've seen a lot of ugliness with cancers and dying and deaths and things that yet we've stuck together.
Yeah.
We're her uncles, and since his passing, we're her guard dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know, mess around. And so, are we wasting time here, or is Becca the real deal to you?
She is.
Man, you can tell how
Tears.
protective they are and everything. Now it's
Yeah.
clear that they rallied together after Becca's dad's death. What do we think about Arie's honest convo with Uncle Gary?
I think Arie like really has feelings for Becca, and you could really see that connection here, and he really wanted to get the blessing as well. And so anyway, I just thought this was a beautiful moment. It's such a protective family that, you know, I think Arie could see himself being a part of.
After learning about Becca's past too, and how much like
they've been
struggle
through,
in
yeah,
the
right.
family, I just don't want her to get hurt now.
I know,
really
right? And that's what the
Becca.
family's feeling. That's why they're being so honest. Uncle Gary's like just, you know, saying like, hey, your dad should be here. There's so much that they've been through. So look, her family seemed a little unsure about the ability for them to have that kind of connection in a short amount of time. When Ben met your family during hometowns, was it hard for them to understand that feelings could develop in this environment that quickly?
100%. My dad really wasn't on board, and he was just trying to be supportive. And so they have perfect reason to be skeptical, especially in this period, because that's all they get to see her. In 2 weeks, she could be engaged.
Yeah, and they're dating other people at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me this, on a hometown date, do the producers have to get like, okay, your dad's uncertain.
Yep.
But do you really want to vocalize that easily, or do producers kind of have to draw it out of
They definitely have to draw it out, because it's not natural for dads and parents to be like, let's do the tough questions. Let me tell you how I really feel, because dads are also, I don't know, really protective of themselves.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
with
really
Uncle
had to draw it
Gary,
out.
I sensed that he like they put him there and he needed to say it, and then he actually got emotional. Yeah.
Exactly. And he was like, let's just get to the chase.
Yeah.
Like, is she the one?
Yeah,
like,
is this
are you
real
in
or
love
not?
with her?
Yeah.
And I think Arie, you know, got really teary-eyed.
Yeah. All right, now we travel to Virginia Beach, where Lauren B's military family gives Arie a sweaty run for his money. Watch this.
Let me step out real quick, okay? I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. So, guys, what's up?
I get nervous. I'm kind of freaking out. The biggest race I ever competed in was the Indy 500, and nerves were at a 10, that'd be maximum. And I'm approaching that.
Okay, finding the laugh.
Oh,
It was so great seeing him. He's like, when I did my races, I was like freaking out. This is coming close. Like, this is really stressful for him.
Seriously.
So physical distance, long pauses, little conversations. The whole thing was very awkward. Twitter even had a hard time seeing the spark for Arie. Look at this.
Yeah, wake me up if Lauren's date goes interesting. It gets interesting.
When they
Long
put that
table.
music on too, those creaks and like all that whole dinner, it's like, what are we gonna talk
It's just
about?
so awkward. How do you think Arie handled the awkwardness, though?
I think he didn't really handle it well. He walked away. He just like said, "I'm sweaty. I gotta go."
Yeah, and that's one of those things too, where it's like, how long were they actually there before he was like, all right, hey, excuse me for a second, I gotta go over here and pat down my my greasy, sweaty face because I'm so nervous. So once again, you know, these two always seem slightly uncomfortable with each other, played out into the family. He's clearly very, very into her, considering all the nerves. Did his hometown change your view of their relationship? I mean, he seems to be really putting it out there for her, in spite of all the things that we see.
I mean, I think behind closed doors, it really changed my mind because she was teary-eyed and she really said that she's falling for him. And we haven't really seen that from her up until this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would you rate this date compared to the others? I mean, I think he is so into Lauren B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's like #1.
I kind of do too. I don't know. What do you think?
She's the girl in high school that, you know, you have a crush on and you really want to like you back. And so he's still trying to win her over, I think.
Thrill
and
the chase.
At the same time, I don't think she's giving him any affirmation whatsoever, but only behind closed doors to her mom. And who doesn't confide in their mom?
Right. All right. Now wait, we go to the rose ceremony where tensions are at an all-time high. Arie stopping the rose ceremony to have a little private chat with Kendall. Watch this.
I need to know if you can get there. If you feel like there's a chance you can get engaged. If you feel like this is something that you can do.
Moving forward, like, I'm not ready for this to end, like, at all.
I know it's not about that, though. It's about, could you be engaged and be comfortable in that? You know what I mean? And then that is the real question, you know? I just want to let you know, like, you know, if you stay, someone else goes who's very ready to get married.
I know.
You know?
So this is why I would be bad at the show, because I would have just said, I'm ready, and lied, and then like broken up with him later.
That's why I love that he took the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, but she was honest too, that she's not really sure. How do you think she handled this talk? Do you think that, you know, she is ready for marriage, or is this maybe another Peter Krause situation?
I think Kendall doesn't know she's ready yet, and I just really give her a lot of credit for vocalizing how she's feeling and not just rushing into it. I had to watch this playback so carefully because this is really the meat of this episode, and I love her. I love Kendall.
Yeah, you wonder though, with that resistance, the Peter Krause thing, does she have her eyes set on next year's Bachelorette? I don't know.
I know.
Just saying.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, in the end though, Tia sent home, spoiler alert everybody, it's a huge shocker here, said she was one of the first girls to tell Arie that she loved him. You tell me, do you think opening up so quickly and kind of being so vulnerable hurt her in the end?
I do. I think it made it a harder breakup.
Yeah.
Because I think she was so wrapped up in the moment. But I don't think it was like Arie held it against her. But I do think maybe it showed her age because it was so early. It was like the 3rd week.
Yeah, maybe even she got to stay longer because he knew it was going to hurt her so bad. You know what I mean? And it really did. Like, she was weeping, so.
Maybe. Yeah, now that we're down to 3, who do you think is going to be sent home next week? Our prediction, bold predictions here.
Ooh, drum roll.
Maybe Kendall. I think he really likes Kendall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Kendall's going home.
If you were to pick right now, who do you think Arie has the greatest connection with?
Becca.
I think Lauren B. I don't know.
Really?
They're both kind of boring, and I think they're perfect for each other.
What was someone saying? Boring? Boring.
Yeah, not to be mean. It's just
No, it's the way she's being depicted. She's great. She's a very nice person, but it's yeah, right.
Totally. But you also know you love somebody when you're comfortable with your silence. So maybe that's their thing.
Yeah. Very optimistic, incredibly graceful of you.
Yeah.
We love all of you for watching, and thank you for indulging our cute emojis. Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you, guys.
Good to talk to you. Guys, make sure to watch The Bachelor every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. All right, who is ready for the biggest night in film? The Academy Awards, they're right around the corner, and People just sat down with some nominees, getting them to reveal the questions that they are sick of answering and what they're planning on doing the second award season is over. Watch this.
Oh. Quite frankly, I'm so used to being behind the camera and not in front of it, so I don't think I love being asked anything.
I would say the least is why did you want to make this film? I think it's the movie explains itself.
The least favorite question is like what the moment means for me as a woman or what it means for me as a black woman.
It's the same question. What's your favorite dress?
White men don't get asked, how do you feel as a white man? How do you feel as a straight white man? So I feel like it can be reductive. Like I understand what it wants to do, but questions like that can somehow maybe like reduce the work.
The favorite one is when they ask me to talk about my actors because I love them and they're fantastic. Maybe my first thing I want to do, apart from having a very long nap, is going to have a lovely lunch in Venice and enjoy the ocean.
Probably not get out of my pajamas for a couple days.
I'm gonna go have some chili cheese fries over at Fat Sal's.
Order an omelet?
Let's check in on our question of the day one last time. We've been asking you guys, what's your favorite thing about your pet? It's in honor of National Love Your Pet Day.
All
What
right.
about you? You have 2 cats.
See, well, I love that one of my cats is like a dog. Truly it is. Oh, look at us there, and now we're
Oh,
talking
that's
as
cute.
well.
Erin says the fact that she exists.
Oh,
That's
look at that
adorable.
puppy. That looks like the kind of puppy that's like so happy to see you every day and just like, look at this guy. Look, there are a bunch of dogs in Huntington Beach, California. I don't know if that's where that was. That
that's really
skateboard, and you see it on the beach all the time. But pets doing tricks, always
Yeah,
good.
forget about
Was
it.
that a bird?
I feel like I could watch this all day.
Anything that brings out your like coughing laugh is good for
Okay,
me.
stop. It's just casual bronchitis. It's fine.
No big deal.
Kayla,
Look at
do you
that.
have-
Wait, watch. Here we go. And boom.
Woo!
That's fun.
Do you have a favorite thing about pets or your pet?
I do. Mine just like snuggles up with me. She's kind of like a little scarf.
Yeah.
Cute.
Little dog.
Nugget.
What kind of dog is it?
She's a miniature because she's 4 pounds.
Oh, tiny.
Oh
Yes.
my
Her
gosh.
tongue is like so cute.
So one of my cats will go up to you if you're not petting it, like you're sitting on the couch watching TV, and will just start doing this real soft,
I would be in
like
heaven.
getting you to pet her.
I
Yeah.
love when animals want your attention.
Like that. Is that funny? All right.
Family. It's family.
I love
What
it.
a gas.
Wow, crazy cat guy over here. Me and T Swift. We'll be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow morning on People Now. Come back at 8:30 a.m. Eastern right here. Coming up tomorrow as well, Sports Illustrated swimsuit Rookie of the Year, Alexis Wren, opening up about how she handles social media haters. Plus, some of our favorite sharks from Shark Tank are revealing all in a People Now Confess session.
And they are hilarious. It gets wild. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Real Housewife of Beverly Hills star Teddi Mellencamp. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Teddi Mellencamp Ariave, and this is my one last thing. My last TV guilty pleasure, Vanderpump Rules.
Stop! Do not yell at me. I am done.
I just started, I'm obsessed. My last date night was a date day, and we went on a hike and to Chaconee. My last big splurge, the Peloton bike.